Crowlister, the master opponent. Hi guys, Crowlister here with another How to Freehand Draw video. This week I'm going to show you how to freehand draw Yoshi from the Mario series. No need to get much of an introduction as I've done these before, if you haven't seen the previous 4 that I did. So let's get into it, shall we? I always start with the back of the head for Yoshi for freehand drawing, then stop here and do the eye, stop here and do the nose, then we do the mouth and the jaw, release, now we're going to do the other eye, down here, other eye. I have to use a touchpad for a cursor, and it has a tendency to wobble as I input, so I'm going back to fill in some kind of sloppy areas, I guess, like this. That'll do. I could also probably fix the nose later. For now, though, I'll put in the nostrils. 3 triangular spikes on the back of his head. One's just behind the eyes. 1 in the epicenter of the back of the head. And 1 down there. Alright, let me fill in a lone pixel. I'm gonna draw an egg in his hand. You can pretty much, free-form the spots on the eggs. Whatever size and how many dots you want to put on them. Doesn't really matter. That's usually how I draw them. Alright, now we're gonna do the belly. I'm gonna draw his other arm. Yoshi has 4-fingered hands. A lot of human characters in the Mario series have 5-fingered hands. Reptilian ones have 4-fingered hands, which in my opinion makes sense. Detail for the palm. I'm gonna erase blemish right there. I think I'll make this look better as well. Yoshi's torso and tail kind of curve together in a manner somewhat like that of a rubber duck. Now I'm going to draw the shell. Some people think it's a saddle. It's actually supposed to be a shell, according to Super Mario World's art director. Yoshi was originally designed to be a kind of Koopa, mind you. Alright, now I'm going to draw 1 leg going outward. What's a Yoshi without his Yoshus? ring-like detail for the top. Optionally, you can put a detail for the heel of the soles of the shoes. He doesn't always have that on them in every game he's in. They do have a detailed sole like that, though, in his latest appearance in a main game, which was Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Finish the belly up. Tail. The other leg. Now we're gonna add a little bit of detail for the white parts of his body. On his cheek, his belly, and the underside of his tail. I want to zoom out, computer. So that's what we got so far. Alright, so I did some refinement with what I came up with before I paused the recording so I could fix up the nose and one of his eyes to look a little bit better, and to change the song I'm playing on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in the background. Now, we are ready to do the coloring part. Specifically, Yoshi's kind of lime greenish, somewhere in between green and lime green. Like that color would do. Use orange for the spikes on the back of his head and his shoes. Use red for the shell. The soles of his shoes are yellow. Then, whatever color you prefer to use for the insides and outs. I use pink. Color is egg. I always use shapes on Microsoft Paint for eyes, specifically pupils and irises. You can just make Yoshi's eyes look like this. There, now I'm gonna put in the background. I forgot to color his underside. I use a different shade of green for the grass in the foreground and the hills in the background to keep them from conflicting with one another, so that you can tell where the ground is. I'm just gonna do Super Mario World clouds. Looking good, I'd say. Alright, so now that I'm done with the picture, I'm going to submit on DeviantArt after I upload this video onto YouTube. Let's go over some last-minute details regarding the character's anatomy that you might need to know if you want to draw him any further in detail. As you know, Yoshi has a frog or chameleon-like tongue that he uses to grab enemies or objects and carry them in his mouth or eat them. You know, Yoshi's kind of a glutton. He eats his enemies and spits them out as an egg and then uses them as his weapons. And he can eat, you know, objects and food at quite a distance. Big appetite, loves food, especially fruit. You know how he is. This is what Yoshi looks like with his mouth full, specifically in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It looks a bit more humorous than his full mouth originally looked like in the older games. Occasionally, Yoshi also does simple eye-close marks with his eyes to show emotion. And then this is a simple graph detailing the different colors of Yoshi if you want to draw and color Yoshi in a different color. Like, I have a shape detailing the different colors of Yoshi besides the green one, and a smaller shape underneath them showing their shoe color in their modern design. For example, if you wanted to draw a red Yoshi, he'd be red, and then his shoes should be cerulean. If you take a look at the graph, basically. So, yeah, those are the basics on how to freehand draw Yoshi. One of the most iconic characters in the Mario series, and definitely one of my personal favorites, so. Yep, that wraps up another freehand drawing video. I'm gonna freehand draw videos like this of a lot more characters in Super Smash Bros. And some other franchises that I like as well, so you can look forward to those up ahead as I put them up. I'm also doing some long plays of a few different games, and will at some point come out with trivia videos possibly as well, so consider following me if you're interested in any of those. And until my next upload, I am Crowster. Thanks for watching, and I will see you.